Recapping the Buffalo Bills' dominant performance against the Raiders, we're going to dive into the team stats, individual stats, and how exactly the Buffalo Bills came back after week one. Josh Allen completely on fire here, and I really think it came from a little bit of an attitude change. Humble and hungry, Sean McDermott said in that press conference interview after the game, and I really believe the Buffalo Bills came out and ate up against this Raiders defense, which was somewhat similar to the Jets defense in terms of zone coverages and the amount of zone coverage that they call. And also the pass rush with Max Crosby versus Spencer Brown doing his thing against Max Crosby. He was nowhere to be found throughout the game. And I think we just did an excellent job. And it really boiled down to game-changing plays. Both our linebackers, Matt Milano, high-pointing that ball and ripping it away from Josh Jacobs for an INT, and then Terrell Bernard getting an interception after a total team effort on defense. Daquan Jones rushing Jimmy Garoppolo, throwing it. The ball gets batted by Groot, and then Terrell Bernard having the knack for the ball and picking it off, which really kicked things off for the Buffalo Bills. Dominant performance against the Raiders. And I really think this is exactly what we need to do on a game-to-game basis, right? We need players to step up, to capitalize, and a pure example of that is Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir coming out, one target, one reception, and it goes for a touchdown, making the most of his opportunities. And of course, we get other players involved with Gabe Davis scoring a touchdown, Dawson Knox scoring a touchdown, Ken Dorsey calling an excellent game plan offensively. Absolutely love it. And our rookie, Dalton Kincaid, you guys can check the shirt there, link in the description. But I really believe the Buffalo Bills had a complete attitude change heading into this game, stopping Josh Jacobs for -2 rushing yards, the NFL's rushing leader last year, and we stopped him for -2 yards. Do not tell me that Terrell Bernard cannot stop the run. Don't tell me that these coverage linebackers aren't good enough to stop the run. And I'll tell you right now who did the job was this defensive line. Whether you look at AJ Epinesa, Shaq Lawson, Ed Oliver, Tim Settle, everyone getting involved, Daquan Jones, of course, getting involved, holding things up to let these linebackers fly around and make plays. Both linebackers come down with interceptions for Bills Mafia. And of course, both our free agent running backs, our sluggers, come down with touchdowns. Latavius Murray going against his former team gets a touchdown. Damian Harris gets a touchdown. And what? Are you kidding me? James Cook rushing for 123 yards. Believe he had 4 receptions for more than 20 yards. I mean, James Cook is an all-purpose back for Bills Mafia, receiving and running back. I absolutely love it. May not have gotten a touchdown, but is completely balling out for Bills Mafia. Do not forget about the back end of this defense. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, even Trey White going against Devontae Adams. That is a tough task. And I know that touchdown to Devontae Adams, it was just a great script call in the first drive for the Raiders. After that, after the Raiders were beating the Bills 7-0, we flipped the script on them. We came out, balled out. Although we didn't get a sack on Jimmy Garoppolo in this game, we had him an awful lot of pressure and quarterback hits too. We still hit him a lot. I feel like he still felt the heat. We impacted the pass. This defense did an excellent job. Sean McDermott did an excellent job calling plays. Total team effort for Bills Mafia. But let's dive into the stats.
Recap this game a little bit, get into some team stats. The Buffalo Bills really, all the way until the final moments of this game, had no penalties. So unfortunately here now we have 4 penalties for 30 yards. But you could discuss it, up until early here in the fourth, the Bills had no penalties. So when it mattered, all throughout the game, the Bills had no penalties throughout this game. And you could see they've had 3 turnovers. Bills are just balling out of control here. Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard, both are linebackers coming away with picks. That's huge news coming out of this game. And then you have both our running backs, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray with touchdowns. Just huge, too, with time of possession. 38 minutes to 20 minutes. I mean, Bills just completely blew the Raiders off the ball in every freaking aspect. Unfortunately, does not look like we're going to get a sack this game. Let's get into the individual stats. You can see here Jimmy Garoppolo went 16 to 24, 185 yards, two interceptions and a touchdown. Josh Allen just short of 300 yards, 274 passing yards, 31 to 37, only missing 6 freaking throws. Unreal performance. James Cook is 16 carries, the featured back for the Buffalo Bills, 87 rushing yards. You can see didn't get a touchdown. Gabe Davis, 92 receiving yards on 6 receptions and a touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 1 reception, 1 touchdown. Take that all day. Dawson Knox, 3 receptions and his touchdown here. But Dalton Kincaid, the Terminator, you could see it, 5 receptions for 43 yards. The Terminator, the X Factor in the field. The rookie coming in. You can see defensively here, fumble recovery by the Buffalo Bills. It was actually Cam Lewis. Josh Allen sacked twice, but he threw for 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, only missing 6 passes, almost 300 passing yards. James Cook, 123 rushing yards on the day. He had 4 receptions for 36 yards. Baby, give him the freaking game ball. I know Gabe Davis, 6 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. But I'm telling you right now, the story of the day is this offensive line, the trenches of this team. Daquan Jones getting the pressure on Jimmy G, who threw the ball out quick and then got batted up in the air by Greg Rousseau, who then got picked off by Terrell Bernard. Matt Milano ripping that ball away from Josh Jacobs. Absolutely huge. Cam Lewis, a UB local, smashing them for the forced fumble and Taylor Rapp fumble recovery. I mean, Bills went all the way until 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter with no penalties. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. We played fundamentally sound football game. Spencer Brown held his own against Max Crosby. Max Crosby was just, he wasn't even there. I mean, where was Max Crosby? He was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. We did an excellent job, guys. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe for future content. Check the link in the description. The Dalton Kincaid Terminator t-shirt with free shipping right now. We got the Rambo Knox t-shirt. We got the Be Where You Feet Are Zumba's edition. All sorts of merch, long sleeve, hoodies, different colors. We are balling out.